Hello, my name is Bobby Jones. I am the owner of Trailasana Yoga Studio in Oil City, Pennsylvania. Today we have Stephanie Staub with us. Stephanie is a teacher at Oil City Elementary School. She's also the kids yoga instructor and the family yoga instructor. Today we're going to talk about downward facing dog, or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog is one of those poses that's commonly found in a yoga practice. Down dog, or downward facing dog, imitates that of a dog doing a stretch. So down dog stretches a lot of parts in the body, the hips, the legs. It's going to stretch the spine. So right now we see Steph in down dog. And this is common to see many students in this form in down dog. And it can feel pretty uncomfortable, especially when you hear an instructor tell you, hey, this is a resting pose. That really can be discouraging. But I promise you, it does become a resting pose the stronger you become in your practice. So when we're looking at Steph in her down dog, we're going to start here at the front of the body. We notice here that Steph is bent in her wrist, and that puts a lot of pressure into the wrist, and it makes it difficult to hold this pose. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at Steph, and I'm just going to take her back, slowly push it back, and I'm barely touching her, just enough to let her know, hey, maybe I should move back a little bit, keeping her neutral here. We've removed the crease in the wrist. Her fingers are spread nice and wide on the mat. She's pressing in. But I also look at Steph and I see, oh, she's really bunched up. Her shoulders are bunched up around her ears. And that too can cause a lot of uncomfortableness or pressure. So we want to make sure that those shoulders come away from the ears. And it's a lot easier said than done. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna touch Steph gently to guide her to open up those shoulders a little bit. That removes the shoulders that were bunched up by her ears, giving space. So we start to work down the spine. She's got a nice neutral pelvis. Remember, everybody's down dog's just a little bit different. So I might pull her here just to pull her back. Good. And then I come down her legs, and I'm noticing that her legs are a little too close together. So yes, we're going to move those about hip width apart here. Again, another cue that you might hear from your instructor is work those heels down towards the mat, or take the heels down towards the mat. Well, if you are tight in the back of your leg, that is something very difficult to do. And as a runner, I can fully understand that. So if you're ever tight back there, just bend the knees a little bit, as much as you need. You can bend them a little less, wherever that needs to be, and keep the heels up. So from here, Steph is going to take her heels as close to the mat as she can in her practice. And what I'm noticing is she needs some alignment back here with her legs. So we'll go ahead and gently grab to the insides of her thighs and rotate those thighs towards one another. From here, again, I'm just gonna look back, push her back a little bit, and she has a beautiful downward facing dog. So again, this will eventually be a resting pose in your practice, but these are just some cues to kind of help you out and guide you through some things that you might wanna work on in your downward facing dog. Okay, so that is downward facing dog, or Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you have any questions about this posture or any other postures, feel free to contact Trailasana Yoga Studio. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, and even LinkedIn. You can email us at contact@trailasanayogastudio.com, or you can come and visit the studio at 211 Seneca Street, Oil City, Pennsylvania.